This has always been a big talking point tonight, but imagine a situation where someone puts out an ad, and welcome into the debate, first of all, Bijon Mishra, Consumer Voice, Mohandas Pai, entrepreneur, formerly with Infosys, Jitendra Bhargav, formerly with Air India. Sunil Alag is on the debate tonight. In some time, Srinivasan Swamy is Vice Chairman of the Advertising Standards Council of India. Viraf Patel, actor and model. Nes Wadia, Managing Director of the Bombay Burma Trading Corporation. Bhavna Somaiya, film critic, and Ashish Chaudhary is with me here in the studio now. Okay, let's start with the reasons. Let's start with the reasons here. Srinivasan Swamy, suppose there is an ad which is put out, and the ad makes a very, very big claim. And there are lots of ads which make very big claims. You'd almost sometimes see a pan masala ad and feel that it's good for your health or fantastic for your ego or probably the one antidote to become a successful man. And people do that. But what about the other side? What about the misleading bits of it? What about the effects of health? And what if somebody gets cancer by having a product that was advertised to be good for him? What is the responsibility of the celebrity in that case? Why should there be none? Mr. Swamy, why don't you start?
First, a disclaimer. I don't represent Advertising Standards Council of India today because I don't believe the board has discussed this subject, and I can therefore only talk as myself.
Sure.
Honestly, I don't know. I heard half a question because I couldn't hear the other half, but I got the gist of what you asked. The important thing is that whether the endorser is culpable for criminal offense.
Right.
The endorser certainly is taking the cue from what the editor is claiming. He may do all the due diligence that's required to verify the claims, but to take it to the extreme and calling him a criminal and asking him to pay fine and put him behind bars is a bit too much. And also, when we talk about celebrities alone is one aspect. Sometimes an endorser, as defined in the bill, actually extends beyond the celebrities, gets into all kinds of, even sometimes children who are endorsing brands. In a tire commercial recently we saw a child reciting a story, and exaggerated claims were made in that ad, and you can't hold the child culpable for the claim that was made in the tire commercial.
You are exaggerating.
I think it is some exaggeration.
No, we are not talking about a child. We are talking about a celebrity. There is a big difference between the two. The celebrity is supposed to be aware.
I'm saying that celebrities, this is my opening comment,
yes.
Celebrities actually are certainly responsible people. They do take the due diligence.
Yeah, then be held responsible for it.
I can't hear.
Then they should be held responsible. Mohandas Pai. Let's get Mohandas Pai, Nes Wadia. By the way, it's an open debate. I'm not taking turns, so feel free to jump in at any time. Mohandas Pai.
Arnab, if a celebrity endorses a product, it means that he endorses the quality of the product and induces the buyer or the consumer to buy it.
Yeah.
Most consumers will look at who is endorsing and tend to buy it. We saw what happened when Dhoni endorsed a particular housing, a real estate company, and the real estate company did not deliver, and people are very upset. They came before TV and said that they were induced by what Dhoni said, and Dhoni made very strong endorsements. So I think it's right that Parliament is looking at a law to fix a liability on those who endorse. If they don't do a proper due diligence, if they don't have an ongoing due diligence and don't take care like an ordinary person would. So they have to prove they have taken care like an ordinary person.
So arrest them?
But I think criminal liability is a bit too much and it's very difficult to prove. A civil liability is something that should be okay.
Right. Okay. So let them take the responsibility, Nes.
I think that it's high time that there were some laws and processes in place. I think that those who sign for such vast amount of money need to take cognizance and take a little more onus and responsibility on themselves that they are earning money, and if they're going to be part of a brand, they need to be very careful and clear as to what that brand is and what that brand is portraying, and more importantly, what deliverable it's giving to the consumer.
Yeah.
However, I also feel that we've gone a bit over the top in having the 5-year imprisonment. If I was to look at the responsibility, I would say that the manufacturer or the brand or the company
No, but the
should
celebrity
take about
represents the
80%
company.
of the responsibility.
No, but the
and
celebrity
20% should
represents
be
the
with
company.
The ambassador.
Ness, the celebrity,
Sorry?
the celebrity represents the company. The celebrity
Yeah,
is the
but
face of the product.
Celebrity, yes, and therefore it is the celebrity's judicial, and moral responsibility to test.
Exactly, that's what
check,
people are saying.
and be 101% satisfied.
Yeah.
That whichever product
Exactly,
they are tying up
but
with
that's
is
but
going
that's
to
the
do what
point.
they
No,
are
but
doing, and therefore they need
but
to
that's
take
the point.
onus
So
and
you
responsibility.
actually defeated your own argument out there. Let's get Bijon in, because if the celebrity has to do his due diligence, he must be responsible for the consequences. The celebrity, while endorsing a product, is not just attracting customers to buy it. He's representing the country, the company making it. So in that case, if a product turns out to be unfit for consumption,
Arnab.
why should the
Yeah,
celebrity
so
not be
let
held
me-
responsible?
let me clarify.
Bijon, the debate is open, by the way. Feel free to come in, anyone, please. Bhavna
me
Somaya.
clarify.
Yeah, 1 second, Bijon.
See, Arnab,
If I can clarify,
consumers have been paying
if I can just clarify
Yeah,
what
Bijon,
I
go on,
was trying
Bijon,
to
go on.
say.
huge sums of money.
Yeah.
Consumers were paying huge sums of money to access certain brands, and those brands have been created in partnership with the manufacturer, the endorser, the advertiser, and everybody together. So all that cost has been borne by the consumer.
That is precisely
So
the point.
if the consumer is cheated, and if the consumer is deceived and misled, then all the people who are actors in this business, they have to be made liable. In case the endorser was doing it, was doing it pro bono and was not charging any money, then under the Consumer Protection Act, they don't come into the purview of the Consumer Protection Act.
Right. No,
then they won't be liable. So why don't they endorse products pro bono?
You see, Ness, let me underline this point to you a second time, because I think I was not coming across to you the first time. My point to you is, and Ashish and all, I'm repeatedly saying feel free to come in, because I'm not taking turns on the debate. I just want this to be a freewheeling conversation. But I go back to Ness, and I don't go back to you, Ness, because I want to provoke you. I'm going back to you because I think you're not getting the point what I'm saying. What I'm saying is an endorsement is not only about remuneration. Because given that the product endorsements by celebrities involve a huge remuneration, and I think Neswadia, you would know more than others how much you've been paying celebrities for your various ads. Why should the remuneration be independent of the responsibility for the product itself? Why should celebrities endorse products only for monetary purposes? Celebrities are brought in to endorse products, Ashish, because it is a known fact that they influence consumer behavior. Celebrities know this themselves.
Absolutely.
They know this. That's their
There's a recall
pull.
value.
So they have to be responsible
there are
about
two
it.
parts.
No, 1 second. Yeah. Okay, Ashish is coming. You're being very polite today.
Arnab, the companies are basically paying huge sums to celebrities because it results in incremental business.
Right.
So there is a kind of responsibility, liability on the celebrity on what he is endorsing. So this law, I am also against criminality.
Is that why you put up a flying Maharaja as your symbol, because nobody can take action against the Maharaja?
Let's not get
he's the biggest light hand.
Now let's get on to serious.
No, my serious stuff.
Serious thing is a minute. Let's look at it. Why is it that they should not be held responsible? They're endorsing, and let's get somebody who can be compatible with the product endorsing a product.
I understand.
You can't get a billionaire endorsing a middle class car product kind of a thing to go by. Let's take this specific example. Bijon made a very good mention of pro bono advertising. When it is pro bono,
why are you complicating a simple issue?
I'm not complicating this example. This example is essential because it is the money which is driving everything.
I'm just saying.
Now here, the moment you have pro bono, you select an ambassador rightly. Take for example the latest income tax department campaign on black money. payments. You know, disclosure scheme.
You're not getting
no, what they've done is to have got Akshay Kumar to endorse it. Akshay Kumar is one of the honest taxpayers, ranking amongst the top 5 individual taxpayers.
No, watch it. No, I'll tell you why it's not. No, you're not listening to me, sir. Sir, be patient with me, sir. Sir, be patient with me.
Once money is driving the whole campaign, you are getting a celebrity who attracts maximum eyeballs and results in incremental business.
Be patient with me. I'm not Praful Patel.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, come on, now let's not get into it.
I'm kidding. Now
and as regarding Maharaj, it's been a fabulous mascot for Air India.
The moment I mentioned Praful Patel, I at least break your flow. My question here is, simple point is, you know, Pulela Gopichand rejected an advertisement offer from a soft drink beverage.
Absolutely.
He says, I've seen the studies on the health hazards of such a project. If a sportsperson can undertake checks before endorsing a product, why can't, you know, any big Bollywood star do it?
See, everybody has their own ethics.
That's my point. Yeah, who said exactly? Viraf said exactly. Okay, Viraf's warning to come into
what we are demanding.
One sec. Viraf, I think Ashish, even before you start, Viraf's ready to take you on, and so Atul Vasan. Go ahead. But Viraf, before you jump in, Ashish, go ahead.
Hello.
I think it's tilting against celebrities.
No, that's okay. Celebrities are always
celebrities are losing today. Yeah,
they do make examples, and of course they should be pointed at, no doubt. But I think governance is about schooling. Governance should have some kind of protocol that we should understand. What really happened? There's been a way.
No, what is we should understand? You know, this whole business. I'm sorry. Can I make a point? You know, we're celebrities. We shoot some animals. We don't know. We're celebrities. We just run over some people. Okay.
I'm just talking about endorsements here.
We don't know. We don't know the consequences. We're celebrities. We tomorrow will put out the wrong map of India and say, you know, we're just celebrities. We're not supposed to respect the map of India. I'm sorry. Tomorrow we're celebrities. We put out an ad for a company that makes a building, and everybody loses all their products, right? Everything in the building. I will get sweat equity in the process. Me and my relative will get sweat equity in that building project. And I'll just turn around and say I'm a celebrity. I know nothing.
On the panel.
So celebrities can't pretend to be foolish.
I have a question for you and everybody on the panel.
Viraf's got you there. Yeah, Viraf, go ahead.
I have a question for you and everybody on the panel, and before that, thank you for having me on your show. And
Pleasure.
I must clarify that I have modeled for many brands and I have not endorsed any. The only thing I endorse is Parsi Dhansak.
By the way, I want to return the compliment. You are the first person in a very long time who said this to me, and I'm touched, Viraf. Nobody says this to me. Thank you for calling me on your program. I'm overwhelmed. Please continue.
I mean it.
Please continue. Thank you. I
have a question to all the gentlemen who are speaking for this law or this directive by the government. That isn't endorsement, first of all, part of advertising as a subset?
Of course.
Advertising, as we know it, is the ambit of consumerism.
What's it? Of course it is.
No, now there's a distinction.
Let's open the debate.
Advertising, by nature of the ambit of the consumerism definition it falls under, is legal lies. Everybody takes a claim about their product. I sell myself. Tomorrow Ness is selling a product. He's going to sell it to himself. You sell your channel. I sell we all are selling something. Now the government is coming into the picture and saying that you cannot say these lies, but you can say these lies, and you cannot say these kind of lies. We're literally doing that. I have this question to the government bodies, if they're listening, that if I am supposed to do my due diligence, I will bank on government agencies eventually for bona fide proofs, legal proofs of what I'm going to endorse or be associated with. I have modeled for many brands and I have done my due diligence and I'd made a choice.
Hello.
Now, how far can due diligence go? What is due diligence? I want to ask the gentleman on the show. What is due diligence? Do you think a celebrity can do better due diligence than the government agency?
Sunil Alagh is back. Sunil Alagh made a magical reappearance on the program 5 minutes back. Go ahead, Sunil Alagh. Atul Vasan. And let me take an example. You talk about due diligence. I don't know. Somebody goes to a shop.
All I'm saying is, I'm hearing Yeah, I'm hearing absolute rubbish today when somebody says that advertising is selling lies. Look, the whole purpose of advertising is to be as honest. That is why there's an advertising council. If you report any ad which makes a false statement, that council will on its own remove the ad from television. So please don't say that advertising is selling lies.
Okay.
The question is that when you make a functional claim, one second, let me finish.
No, don't try to
when you make a
people by
functional
using
claim about a
technical
product, that this product, when you eat, you will lose 5 kilos. I'm not confusing it. You have to make the model responsible. You must make the model responsible for it.
Okay, listen. You know the problem. No. Watch it. No, Jiten Bhargav, what
said? What is the due diligence that you do?
Between
Mr. Bhargav
and endorsing. Here we are talking of people endorsing a product without knowing, without doing any due diligence. It's not a question of modeling.
Jiten Bhargav, 2 people have not spoken on the panel yet, and the problem with people like Sunil
Alak in the right direction.
Sunil Alak is a nice man.
Anybody modeling for a product also need to be hauled up because simply is there.
Sir, can I say, sir? Can I say?
Airline. No, you can't say.
Sir, can I say, sir? Sir, I'm not ex-Air India, but can I speak?
It's advertising. She's not endorsing.
My question is this: Sunil Alak is a very nice man, but Sunil Alak has a problem. He begins by saying everybody else is foolish, everybody is talking rubbish, and he's the only one who knows. The problem, and he also
I'm not saying that. I talked about somebody's comment that advertising is full of lies. I didn't say everybody is foolish. Arnab, I didn't say everybody is foolish. Somebody said advertising is nothing but selling lies. I oppose that statement.
Okay,
I have a question. I have a question for Sunil Alak.
Sunil, 1 minute. Atul Vasan is coming on the debate.
Please don't misconstrue what I've said.
No, don't worry. I never misconstrue.
Let him come on.
No, 1 second, Sunil Alak. You see, just by mix of
I just said advertising is full of lies is wrong.
Thank you for waving the flag for the advertising industry. The only point I'm making here is, Sunil Alak, please appreciate this point. And by the way, just a mix of looking outraged and using technical marketing language is not going to make you right. And I again mean that, and just don't react to me. Atul Vasan, suppose somebody says, take this cream, it will make you 4 shades fairer. Simple. Now they have been trying to sell this cream, I'm not mentioning any particular cream, for the longest time. Mohandas Pai, on this point you can come in, Bhavna Somaya as well. They've been trying to sell this cream for the longest time, but nobody's buying it. They've been saying it will make you 20 shades fairer, nobody's buying it. 100 shades fairer in 1 day, nobody's buying it. I'm just taking overstating the fact a bit. But one day they go and they pay these many crore rupees to a star, and the star says, use this cream, you're going to be 10 shades fairer. What happens then?
But doesn't it amount to lying?
Is that a lie? Is that a lie? Atul Vasan, is it a lie? Mohandas Pai, is that a lie?
Say something?
Yeah. Is that misleading?
Yeah, please. Because let me tell you, it's raining in Delhi. I'm sitting on the street, so let me just
appreciate very much.
Get my 2 pence worth in and move away. You know, I've been listening to this. So first of all, I am not going to thank you for calling me on the show, because I'm not masochistic enough to inflict pain on me when I go up against you. Having said that, you know, I tell you, I mean, it's silly, because, if I'm a celebrity, then I need a chemist, a forensic accountant, and a whole lot of entourage to just monitor what I sign and what I say, which is unreasonable. There are a lot of people advertising on your show. Probably Maggie did a few years ago. Did you in hindsight realize that it's not going to be such a good thing for you? Tobacco and alcohol are shoved down our throat by surrogate advertising. Nobody bats an eyelid. So let's get off the high horse. It's unreasonable demand by whoever. India is a country like this. Either you let everything go, or you just have a knee-jerk reaction and bring out stupid things. So I think it's unreasonable. Let's find a common ground. And stop surrogate advertising. Don't make celebrities.
No, Bhavna Somaya. You're trying to
criminal breach.
You're trying
if something goes wrong.
Mohandas Pai is countering you. Mohandas Pai,
Arnab, this is such a ridiculous argument. Nobody is forcing anybody to endorse.
Yeah.
If you take money and endorse, you're holding out for the product quality stated in that ad or whatever it is.
Yes.
You must do a due diligence, understand whether it's correct or not.
Yes, you should.
And if you make a false endorsement because somebody is making you money, it means that you are inducing people to buy something or use something which may be wrong because it doesn't work. Then you are liable like anybody else. You have got consideration for doing that. You are not done a due diligence. You don't know what it is. And if you're not capable of doing it, don't endorse it. Nobody is forcing you to endorse anything. So I don't see what is a silly argument to saying that, oh,
silly argument. Atul Vasan,
let's be reasonable.
Atul, marriage on you, do you take him to prison?
What's your point, Atul Vasan?
You know, I'm just saying, people actually introduce people to get married.
Liability requires
I'm just saying that, people introduce you to get hooked up and get married. Do you take them? You actually take it on face value and let people sort it out themselves. You know, you got to do your own due diligence.
Don't make silly arguments, please. Don't mix one with the other.
No, it's not silly. Sorry. Silly by your definition is not silly by me. So who are you to judge it's silly or not?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It just shows what your arguments are.
Of course it is. You know, I mean, why are you holding people? I will do my due diligence. Who is going to decide whether my due diligence was not good enough? First of all.
Bhavna Somaya, jump right in.
You have no idea. My friend, face the liability if you make a mistake, period. Why are you just trying or face the liability? That is it.
Compatible with it.
Yeah. Okay, Bhavna Somaya.
Arnab, I don't have a TV. Yeah.
Then I should actually check the product every day in the laboratory. If I endorse a food product, right?
Of course you should. Of course you should.
Of course you should.
There were worms found in McDonald's. Last week.
If you are earning
we should actually take everybody to prison.
You better check it. If you are earning money, you better check it. If you are earning money out of it, you better check it.
You got to indemnify
you don't endorse
the celebrity
product
at some point. Please actually be reasonable.
All celebrities are indemnified. All celebrities are indemnified. They pay heavy premium. The consumers pay for it. The consumers pay for it. So what are you talking about? You people are misleading the viewers. You people are misleading the viewers.
Bollywood
you people don't even know what the celebrities are doing. They are all indemnified. They are all indemnified. They are all indemnified.
Should I give you
Bhavna Somaya?
So they should be taken to task.
Bhavna Somaya. Bhavna Somaya.
They should be taken to task.
Bhavna Somaya.
Well done.
High amount of money.
Then the whole world will be inside prison.
Bhavna Somaya.
They have to be taken to task.
People are talking. It's impossible for me to get across.
You can't cheat the people.
He's on it. Bhavna Somaya, please. One second.
I just want to say, Arnab, I just want to say a couple of things. Number one, I think that we are underestimating the judgment of the celebrities because there are innumerable examples when they have said and made perfect research on the product that they are endorsing. And they do it to the best of their ability, just in the way the ad agency does it to the best of their ability before they decide that who suits their product the best. That's number one. Number two, if the government passes this kind of a policy, which I completely disagree with and I find it illogical and unacceptable, then it should not just be the actor who has to be held accountable. It should be the writer, the director, the filmmaker, the cinematographer, everybody, the whole creative and the technical team.
The company owner, the agency, the client service guy who sold the ad, the writers, the copywriters, the art directors, the extras in the ad. Why just the celebrities?
Yeah, no, but also the celebrities.
Absolutely.
The question is not why just the celebrities. Let me give you one example. One second. Let me give you one example. When Toyota recalls about 3 million cars from all over the world because defects in their airbags and emission control systems, now the question is, should all, Mohandas Pai, I put this question to you, should all the celebrities who endorse these cars, if any, have been put to trial as well? What is the fault of the celebrities?
No, there is
okay.
Arnab, there is a difference here, Arnab.
Yeah.
Toyota has a quality process.
True.
It is very well documented.
True.
Things have gone on with inspection. Later, a manufacturing defect is detected. An ordinary person with ordinary due diligence will not be able to look at the manufacturing defect. There's a well-known law on this matter. You can't fix everything on everybody because something happened.
No.
A chance occurrence is not something that you are liable for.
No.
But if there's something blatantly wrong, which a reasonable person doing a reasonable due diligence can find out, and you are not applied your mind, you could be held liable.
No.
But not the Toyota example will not work here. That's a very different matter.
No, sir. Let me
just add a point to what Mr. Pai said. It's a very valid point.
Is very clear.
See, if you have all the product which is faulty, Yes, hold the celebrity accountable. But if you have a certain
Arnab will set
percentage
this
of car
matter to
airbags
rest.
being faulty, you can't hold them responsible. That's basically the distinction. And that is why the
Correct.
example of Dhoni and that Amrapali group, housing colony group, came into it, because you're talking of a product which resulted in incremental sale for it. It was a celebrity endorsement of a product, and that is where the difference lies. Mere advertising, you cannot hold a face being depicted in advertiser, that face being responsible for it.
As a
That's a very clear distinction needs to be made.
I can definitely say.
And to say that the government should have no law is also incorrect, because there is need
Arnab,
to
can I
regulate
give one
it.
example?
There is need for greater ethics to be brought into the
No,
whole
I
system,
must see more than
and due
ethics, there
diligence
has
to take
be
place.
amends,
Look,
there has to
when
be
Cadbury's-
there has to be
Arnab, just let me give one example. One example.
I put this to basics and I'm coming to you. Just one point. My point is very simple. There is you. I'll tell you this because it's a company you know very, very well. I'm not naming the company for obvious reasons. This company makes a yogurt brand. Yogurt. It's a food company. You won't name the company, I won't name the company, but it's a food company. It makes a brand of yogurt, right? What is the fault of the celebrities in this case, if any, endorsing a yogurt brand in February 2010? Because the company was made to pay $45 million in damages to customers because they lied about a special bacteria. This company lied about a special bacteria and made false claims in their food labels. What is the liability of the celebrities who endorsed that yogurt brand? Should they pay 10% of the $45 million?
That's a
Yeah, what do you say, Ness? What do you say, Ness, to that?
Again, that comes down to that comes down to the quality of the actual delivery in that. But if you just take a step back, okay, and if greater wisdom can dawn on us all, I think customers, the company, the government, okay, and the celebrity have to all learn from this. Firstly, bear with me a minute,
give you another
please.
example. Ness, listen, Ness, this example is to you, Ness.
The celebrity has to be more diligent.
No. Celebrity has to be more diligent, isn't?
He can cover himself.
I'm not allowed to explain. Go on. What I was trying to say was that.
Let Ness complete.
What I was trying to say.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say was that the celebrity needs to be more diligent in who they are partnering with, whether it is for money or not. And celebrities do have managers, legal people, etc., and they should use whoever they have at their disposal. I don't agree with Atul when he said that they can't do it. They must do it, and that is their responsibility, whether it's charitable or non. Number one. Bear with me, please.
Atul has an umbrella, so he has a right
Number
to speak.
two, for the quality.
Every morning.
Can I finish, please?
Ness, one second.
Atul, you can speak after me, no?
No. Ness, today Atul has an edge over you because he's outside on a road and he has an umbrella. Hence, I give him, and he's still putting his hand up in the debate. Go ahead. Go on.
Just quickly to interject, if I endorse this
and he's pulling rank, I suppose,
go to the
but go
factory
ahead.
every morning to tell how many million bacteria are going in, or my manager who is on my salary getting a money for what I do.
I agree with
to check
you.
the factory.
Let me explain.
If the chemist says put the right amount of bacteria. How can you do
Atul,
that? Please tell me. How can you police?
But Atul, that's why
a celebrity.
That's
and
why,
when
my dear.
When fit hit the
That's
stand.
why, my dear friend, I said let me
finish
complete.
before I go because it's raining. Just wait.
Atul.
No, I'm just saying that I sign up with my good intent for a year. When do you know when fit hits the shan and 6 months down the line they start doing something maleficence which my managers or me police cannot
so
monitor.
you have signed up. You have.
Yeah.
Okay. You have asked a question. Now let me answer it. What I was saying was that, okay, to the best of your ability, you sign whether it's charitable or non. Okay. Then later on, like happened with a certain noodle company, there was something inside that product. Now that, in my view, should not be the responsibility of the celebrity. That should be the onus and responsibility purely of the company, because you, Atul, have endorsed a product based on what you thought. However, the quality of that product, because there was an issue of quality, okay, caused a problem.
I should sign a product and then keep the samples in my fridge. just in case something goes wrong.
You've not understood.
No, let me. Can I give you?
I'm saying. No, you've not. You've not understood. I'm saying something different. What I'm saying is that the celebrity should bear responsibility up to a point as far as quality of the actual deliverable of that product goes. If it is low, then that should be the responsibility of the company.
And when Amitabh Bachchan went into the factory, he said, look, I have checked the factory. I ensure that there are going to be no more worms in Cadbury's. He took a stand. And if there was a worm, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan was responsible. What are you talking about? He did due diligence before he endorsed it. So there are ways of doing it. Atul, you can't just sit under an umbrella and say that everyone check on a product. Mr. Bachchan went into the Cadbury's chocolate.
Everyone is not Amitabh Bachchan.
Forever, period. Nobody's going to stick to
Viraf. I don't agree with you at all, Mr. Alag.
Nobody's going to stick.
Don't talk rubbish.
Viraf, please. Viraf.
I mean, are you telling me, Mr. Alag, that every single celebrity should go to the factory? What are you talking?
Don't go to the factory.
No, just let him reply. Let Sunil reply.
No, but the question
let Sunil reply.
If there is a functional claimness, yes.
To be a segregation of onus and responsibility.
Okay. When you make a functional claim, yes. When you are selling a towel, you don't have to go into the factory. But when you make a functional claim like bacteria in the yogurt, or this particular biscuit has so much of vitamins, you better do some due diligence.
Viraf.
Can we all just be practical?
I can't hear him.
The gentleman on the panel.
You're shouting so much, I can't hear you.
No, a simple question here. Simple question here. If somebody were to say today that there is an anti-wrinkle cream, Mohandas Pai, simple question. Let's keep it to basics. And Mr. Swami, please feel free to come in. There's an anti-wrinkle cream.
Yes.
And no anti-wrinkle cream says it will slightly improve your, your problem with wrinkles. All anti-wrinkle creams say vanish. Am I right? Mr. Swami, have you ever heard of an anti-wrinkle cream which says it will have a slight improvement or... Yes, Mr. Swami? I can't hear you. I think there's an audio problem. I'll come back when that is fixed. Let's get.
Just give me a second. Let me come back to this.
Okay. No, Mr. Swami, my question to you
I'm saying
all the stars who say you will be 10 shades fairer and you'll lose all your
wrinkles. Then the celebrity, we are actually holding on to the celebrity as though he is the final word and everything. The advertiser actually is the person who's responsible. He is the sutradhar and he gives all the points that needs to be said. And we are forgetting that, and we are actually putting the blame on the celebrity much more than on the advertiser. Even the bill is faulty on that because there is more weight on what the advertiser, what the celebrity is saying than what the advertiser is asking the celebrity to say.
Mr. Swami,
I think we need to step back a little bit and really understand what the fundamental issues are.
Mr. Swami, I have a question for you, very simple question. There's a certain brand of hair oil. It is being advertised and the person who is in the ad has completely photoshopped hair. You know this is true. With the effects and the special effects, so the person who's advertising the hair product is actually presenting himself or herself with photoshopped hair. Now tell me, in this case also the celebrity does not know? I am simply giving you the example of hair oil. I have moved on from...
I don't know what...
I have moved on from...
No, I'll answer the wrinkle. You talked about the same wrinkle issue as well as the hair implant issue.
My question is very simple. Let's focus on the hair oil. A hair oil says, Mohandas Pai, this is a point of debate right now. A hair oil manufacturer says, if you use this hair oil, you will have hair like mine. Okay, but the hair which the celebrity is being shown with is photoshopped hair. So in that case, can the celebrity say, I did not know that my hair was photoshopped? Because you can be...
Arnab, if the photograph is that of a model who is not known, his model cannot be held liable. But if a celebrity whose words lead to confidence in the product from outsiders because he's got credibility and he's doing it in a fake manner, he'll be liable.
Sunil Alagh gives in to the debate. He knows he's lost.
The public.
Sunil Alagh knows he's lost the debate at this point. Can he answer the hair oil example? Hair oil example, Mr. Alagh.
I agree because
Mr. Alagh.
Look, today what is happening?
Yeah, the hair oil example is perfect because the ad agency itself at blame.
Okay.
The ad agency is at blame as well. Forget about the celeb.
Yes,
the ad agency should not do that ad. So whatever Swami is saying is wrong.
No, someone no. So
look, how can you hold the celebrity more?
The ad agency,
not alone.
How is that?
No, 1 second.
The onus should be on everyone.
Yes.
Onus should be on everyone. Okay.
No. Onus on everyone is a classical
See,
solution.
a functional product they must be responsible for. Any functional claim, they must be responsible for it.
Case.
Yes.
You know, if you give me a minute, what I've been trying to say for a while here is that there are categories of misleading. When a particular actor picks up a brand which has been there for...
It's you're not understanding my issue. If you take a shoe, and you're all getting confused here. Beyond my examples are very simple. If you take a shoe, right, and you say it's a good running shoe, and then you can take the argument that I felt it was a good running shoe, and
no.
you don't feel it's a good running shoe. It's fine. But 1 second. If you say today there was a case, for example, against somebody who uses artificial sweeteners, and there was this company which had a disputed advertising slogan, it says made from sugar, so it tastes like sugar.
Correct.
Right? Now that is a misleading claim. If there's a celebrity involved, you can say, I didn't know that this was made from sugar. Correct. Wasn't made from sugar, so I just went and said it. One second.
Exactly
my example, my point is very simple. Suppose it is to do with children's health. Suppose you're taking a bit of food and you're saying there is this brand of cereal. Simple question here, Bijon Mishra can come. This brand of cereal, and I'm telling you, it gives you 50% of your daily requirement of vitamin this, of iron, of this and that, and it doesn't, because it's a vague kind of claim. You don't know how much is required and how much is there, and you don't know how many servings the person will have, whatever. Now, in that case, or in the case of the hair oil, where you're showing photoshopped hair, or in the case of the anti-wrinkle cream,
correct,
or in the case of the skin whitening cream. In that case, Mohandas Pai, I would draw you back to the debate. In those cases, who is responsible? Where the celebrities obviously should be aware. Who is responsible there? Who takes responsibility? Tell the viewers.
Right. You have given very good examples, Arnab. No, Arnab.
Yeah. Mohandas Pai is back.
Joint and several.
Yeah, Mr. Pai?
Arnab, there is a concept of joint and several. Joint liability of the manufacturer, the ad agency and the celebrity, because all of them conspire to cheat, and several because the celebrity can be sued and charged in his own right for not taking adequate precautions. So the liability is joint and several. It's not that only celebrity has to do everything. The manufacturer, the person who is responsible in the conspiracy do it against the public, all will be responsible, and the celebrity also as an individual.
So we should welcome this law for the simple reason it will make the celebrities more vigilant. They will take necessary safeguards, seek from the manufacturer certification, protect themselves.
No, I'm sorry.
Look, we got to welcome this new initiative of the government.
Very true.
It will bring in greater ethics. It will make celebrities more conscious about their endorsing.
I have 5 questions.
Be done blindly. That should be the purpose. But as you said earlier, criminality is not the answer.
See, there's a hierarchy in the idea. Why should the agency putting a disclaimer like they put on any financial ad?
Why should put
a disclaimer that this cream may or may not do it at the end?
We got a gullible public. They will go ahead with the face that's being shown in the advertising.
So no onus is put on the people who make that particular.
Jitendra Bhargav, Mr. Bhargav,
besides the educated India, we have a large number of people who are uneducated, who do not understand and fall for these kind of things.
But if you get as extreme as this, tomorrow you're going to have a law that suits them for being stupid enough to buy it.
No, Mr. Bhargav, I don't know whether every celebrity who promotes a food takes on the role of a scientist to make sure that. Just 1 second. Can I get others in? To make sure the chemical composition of a product is right?
Absolutely.
Can he do that? Or should every celebrity who endorses an automobile work in a factory to see every month how each functioning car is being rolled out?
Absolutely not.
He can seek certification from labs.
That's not his point.
He can ask these kind of questions and say, look, you need to satisfy myself fully.
That's not the
Sunil
case.
Lala gave a very right example. Because Amitabh Bachchan refused in the first phase, only after he was
You
asked
are
to
not
come to the factory,
understanding
see
the
himself.
point.
He satisfied himself and then endorsed the product.
If the due diligence is done by the manufacturer, not by the. Can you please one second?
That's for the product.
Mr. Bhargav, the due diligence for the product is carried out by the manufacturer, not the celebrity. The celebrity is the middleman, endorsing the information that is given to him.
Arnab,
that's the argument.
Celebrity
give you an
must
example.
ask for it.
Manufacturers
He must
do it.
ask
Can I get other voice?
When we go and buy a car,
He must
don't
ask
we
for
do a
it.
due diligence when we
Bhargav.
are spending our money?
Please.
We do it ourselves for every
there-
product.
there's
we
a
buy.
ask for it.
So likewise, the celebrity
ask for the
must
lab
do it
report.
because he's getting money for it.
And is it made from some Ram Bihari lab or is it from international lab? The celeb must ask for the lab.
Absolutely.
Lab report. That's good enough.
Yes. You see, if he has taken the requisite precautions and then something goes
do
wrong,
they ask for
one
it?
can
They
say,
don't. They
well,
just
he
endorse
did
it
his
today.
best. But simply because he's being paid money, he blindly endorses
Yes,
the product.
I agree.
That is the reason why this law is needed to check this kind of practice.
If this law comes out, Mr. Swami, last question to you. If this law comes out, how many stars will endorse skin whitening ads after this? Or anti-wrinkle creams? I think they'll run.
Whitening ads,
Everyone
in any
will
case,
run.
as you know, whitening ads, the messaging has completely changed the last few years. So I don't think you'll have a problem of the kind that you had before, where endorsers said that they got very fair and all that. I think the whole gamut of whitening ads have undergone a change. So I don't think there'll be a problem at all. They will continue to endorse.
Well,
The claim is very different now.
Well, let's see if that happens. I personally have my doubts. Ness, I have my doubts.
Arnab.
I have my doubts.
Yeah, I think this is it's
Also,
good
I
that the
think
onus is being put more on the celebrity and the manufacturer, and there is a benefit eventually to the customer. I think everyone needs to evolve a little bit and understand that they have a role and responsibility and deal with it.
Okay,
But as long as customer is benefiting, nobody is going to raise questions. It is only
Especially when you are engaging with
customers
products.
are duped, are taken for a ride. That is where this law will come into action.
But exactly what I started by saying, governance is schooling. We have to be made to understand what we're
People
supposed to
should
do
not
before we sign a
Absolutely.
product, and I'm sure everyone's going to do it.
see-
But there's a certain protocol or no protocol that was followed before this because of all the mistakes that have happened. I welcome the law, but you can't be extreme by putting them behind
You see,
bars
it's a
right away.
process of
Then there's no
evolution.
schooling, then there's extremism.
Absolutely, it's a process of evolution. New and
there
new
I
laws are
agree.
going to come in, and we need to get this kind of restraints put into on these celebrities that they cannot blindly endorse a product and allow a customer to be duped simply because he enjoys a celebrity status. He has faces remembered, what he says is taken as gospel truth, and so people can be taken for a ride. The law must be welcomed.
I'm with you.
Okay. Well, I'll wrap it
He
up
or
there.
she does have a responsibility.
I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap it up there. But I also like to say there are celebrities on the other side like Kangana, Ranbir, and Anushka who have refused to endorse fairness products.
Great.
Which is great.
Who-
Good news.
But I did not get a simple answer to a simple question on the example of a photoshopped hair of an actor or actress endorsing a hair oil. Who's responsible there?
The agency.
No. There are three options. The person who
Not the
photoshopped.
agency, the celebrity.
There, I think all are responsible.
No,
Everyone is responsible,
if I give-
including the advertiser.
It's because they didn't like our hair
120
enough to put it up.
120.
All are responsible there.
All right. I thank you all for joining me on debate number 2 on the Newshour tonight. Thank you. Thank you.